Yo, what is up, everyone? This is Max Dog. Just wanted to make a video about me getting all advancements on 2B and walk through how I was able to do it. Um, First of all, getting all advancements wasn't even possible on versions 1.19 and 1.20. But now, since 2B is updated to 1.21 and House has finally re-enabled Phantoms, uh, first in the overworld, but now in the end, um, they are possible. Mainly because you need Phantoms for a few specific achievements. Uh, One of those achievements is How Did We Get Here, which is like known as one of the hardest advancements to get. It's always like the last one you do typically, um, which as of now you need 34 effects compared to the 19 that you needed in 1.12. Um, Here's a walkthrough of my first attempt of getting How Did We Get Here. Okay, so here's the video, and right now in the background, you can't see it, but you can kind of hear it. I have my alt account flying to a trial chamber where the reason I'm purling is because I'd have to bring all of those mobs to 1.21 chunks, and I'm not flying the live shulker that far out. So this way I could just TP myself to the trial chamber, get Trial Omen, which lasts for like 45 minutes, and then Pearl back to the main setup, um, which is all like much faster and much easier than just moving all the shit to the trial chamber and doing it there. But now that I'm here, all I gotta do is drink the bottle, get my Trial Omen, and then get a TP back to the main setup. Um, One thing I didn't talk about was before um, it got cut out, but I got a village raid, which gives me Hero of the Village for like a long time. And then I'm just logging out of Vault right now. And then I have a turtle helmet on too, which gives me like permanent water breathing. So those are the only things I really did before it started. Um, Now, as you can tell, I'm going to the Ocean Monument to get my mining fatigue, which is a decently long lasting effect. I think it's like 5 minutes. So I don't mind flying a bit in the nether to get that. It's not that big of a deal. I get it pretty fast, almost instantly. Then I pop my 8-minute potions and head back to the main setup. Here I'm getting my 3-minute potions ready, which I'll use pretty much right away as we get to the main setup. And now the clock's ticking, so gotta be careful about my time. Take the elytra off, mainly because whenever I walk into that water, I don't want the elytra to accidentally trigger, or whenever I'm crouching and trying to get Dolphin's Grace, it's just easier to not have the elytra. So getting my absorption with the Gapple, Raid Omen, being close to the villager, then getting my last ominous effect, bad. Oh my, why isn't it pausing? Okay. So this is the majority of the um, the achievement and where all the hard stuff and where the few second effects happen. One thing I also didn't talk about is I always have darkness right now because of the warden that's like to my left, and I'm close enough to where he won't be shooting me with his little laser beams, and I'm not far enough away that I won't get darkness. I do have like no render on, so I'm not like blind this whole time. I also have the beacon going. I think I've talked about everything now. But now with the setup, this is like I said, majority of stuff. So I'll go underneath these trapdoors, eat the puffer fish, which will give me it's nausea, hunger, and poison, and then get hit. While I'm doing that, I should be getting hit by the shulker bullet, giving me levitation, and then pull this switch lever, and then get hit by the spectral arrow, giving me glowing. And then after all that, going down into the water, getting the conduit effect, sprinting in the water to get Dolphin's Grace. As you can kind of see right there, I have an observer that's facing like a wooden gate. So whenever I open the gate, which leads me to like the Wither Rose, which is the final effect that you get by like rubbing up against it. But by opening the gate with the observer, I also have it throwing me the new infestation potion, I think is what it's called, which is the one that every time you take damage, there's like a 10-20% chance that silverfish spawn. But I wanted to do that at the very end because I didn't want silverfish just spawning and smacking me around the whole time or accidentally killing the dolphin or the shulker or something. So I figured it'd just be easier to do at the end. Um, but it's pretty close, as you'll see, so I'll just watch it for now. Ugh. Alright, there we go. So a few things to note is that like glowing damn near almost ran out. What else? Levitation was really close. Raid Omen really close. Hunger. Oh, so this is a bit close for comfort, but and the one thing I like messed up that I could have done better was this stew right here. I took so long to eat this. I don't know why I didn't eat. So it might not be the most optimal way to do it, but it worked out. And you can see all these silverfish spawning right after I got hit by that potion, which is why I took it at the end, at the very end of everything, instead of in the middle. But yeah, there you go. How did we get here? 2B2T. Now I'll go over some of the other advancements that weren't super easy to get and how I was able to do them on 2B. The first we can talk about is Arbalistic, and for me this is way harder than it should have been. Like it's not that hard of an achievement, just lining up mobs and shooting them with an arrow. But I didn't realize how the piercing enchant worked. So I was using a piercing 3 crossbow for like 3 tries, and each time I was only killing 4, and I was like really confused and had to look it up because yeah. The second advancement that has to do with phantoms is 2 birds, 1 stone. I did this when phantoms were enabled in the overworld for about like a week or so before he moved them to the end. Um, it wasn't very hard, but it was kind of nice to be able to do it in the overworld. Adventure Time, uh, I think I'd already done this, but when it updated to 1.21, I had to go find a new pale oak forest, which wasn't terrible. And I also needed to kill, oh, I don't even remember the mob's name. Whatever the new mob is there, I had to kill him for, um, what is it? Monsters Hunted. He was the only one I had left. For the cat one, taming all the cats, the one that I like had the most trouble with was the cat from the witch hut. All the other cats are really easy to find. You just go to villages. But I was like, could not find a swamp biome, and chunks were loading so bad. This was like the few weeks where it was like pitch 40 could like vanilla elytra fly could not keep up or was going too fast for like new chunks to load. It was awful. What else? Oh, the whole wolf pack. All the new wolf variants were new, so I had to go find all of those, which is also rough because of the chunk loading. But that one was kind of fun to do because that was almost kind of what inspired me to get all these advancements was because I wanted to get the wolves, and then I figured out that was an advancement, and then yeah, it all stemmed from there. And then what else? We got the achievements like 2x2 and a balanced diet where you have to what one is taming every mob and the other is like eating every food. And for these, I'd already had a lot of it done just from playing the game, but I had no way of telling which ones I had done. So for both of them, I just started from zero and tamed every animal and ate every food, which was kind of a pain, but it is what it is. Overkill, the one with the mace. The only thing that was really hard about that was getting the mace. Like it took me like 4 or 5 trial chambers, like completely raiding them and doing all the stuff, which I had to learn because I had never done that before. Until I got the heavy core or whatever you need to get the mace. But the achievement itself isn't that hard. Uneasy Alliance, the ghast one. For that, I just went to spawn and on the nether roof area, or not nether roof, but like the top of the nether, where like ghast will sometimes spawn. They can't really go anywhere, so it's pretty easy to just lure them into a portal and then kill them in the overworld. And then the last one I think I have a screenshot of is Birthday Song with the allays. I didn't even know anything about this advancement until doing all this, and for that I went to the end where I knew there were allays because I did not know where else I would have found any. But yeah, thanks to anyone who's still watching, and if you're into this kind of thing, I encourage you to get all advancements done while you still can, because who knows, next time House will add or change something, making it impossible to get them all, kind of like how it was during 119 and 120. But yeah, thanks.